And the counsel is talking to the witness, and you can see he's actually answering the question. He's a junior colleague. He's engaged in extremely unethical behavior that should not be done in a small claims court. Forget about a country's Senate. You've seen it with your own eyes.
That during the presidential debate, His Excellency Rigathi Gachangua did declare that he was worth 800 million. We are aware that he's paid slightly over 1 billion, meaning that for the last 2 years, the match he could have accumulated justly is about 24 million. But I would demonstrate before Kenyans that he has properties to himself, the ones that I was able to get in my time of research, worth 5.2 billion Kenya shillings.
Any evidence to the contrary that the judge didn't deny him?
See, if you are denied,
Do you have any evidence to the contrary? Either you do or you don't.
and that is not my
My question to you is, do you have any evidence to the contrary? Answer my question.
that is a judicial process.
Do you have any evidence to the contrary when His Excellency says the judge denied him a chance to cross-examine witnesses?
I do not have.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very well versed with Rule 30.
Just read Rule 30.
I am well versed with the rule. I just want to say...
I am not versed. Read it for me, please.
But you cannot direct me to read. I am saying...
Honorable Sifuna, read Rule 30.
I am well versed with the rule. Let me say what I want to say, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Senator Sifuna.
Speaker, I wanted further clarification because we are all seated here as judges, and I hold the position that these are decisions that are to be taken by the House. At what point do we input as the judges before you render your decision? Because I am hoping that it is not the decision of the Speaker. It is going to be the decision of the House.
I think, Honorable Sifuna, kindly arm yourself with the standing orders. All right, pick one of them. Pick one of them and read Rule 30.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very well versed with Rule 30.
Just read Rule 30. Please.
I am well versed with the rule. I just want to say...
I am not versed. Read it for me, please.
But you cannot direct me to read. I am saying...
Honorable Sifuna, read Rule 30.
I am well versed with the rule. Let me say what I want to say, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, let her read.
Order.
I don't think there is any rule that requires that I can be directed to read.
Honorable Sifuna, take your seat.
Thank you.
If you have a problem reading English, I will proceed to read it for you. Where a particular question or matter, including but not limited to questions of evidence, materiality, relevance, competence, or admissibility of evidence, and any questions consequential or incidental thereto, no provision has been made in the standing orders or in these rules. The Speaker of the Senate shall rule on the question or matter, and the ruling of the Speaker shall be final. I have not given you the floor, Senator Sifuna. I have not given you the floor.
Set to refund or to pay. Do you understand English, Mr. Witness?
English is for the lawyers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll now teach you. And therefore,
Order, senators. Order, senators.
I put it to you that there's a difference between the statement to pay and to refund. Yes? Are you aware that the Deputy Governor, your dear friend whom you've come to defend this morning, sent 100,000 shillings to Lucy? Are you aware or you're not aware?
I'm not aware.
Would it therefore surprise you that part of the money that you sent to him that day was shared with one Lucy? Would it surprise you?
I won't be surprised.
Do not be surprised. Thank you. Have a look at your affidavit. The affidavit appearing, that is the Deputy Governor's bundle of document. The Deputy Governor's bundle of document at page 60. Mr. Witness, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Have a look at paragraph 12 and kindly read it out.
And then I asked my wife to remit the balance of 249. I instructed her to remit the amount to my son, Dennis Misati, for him to pay.
Thank you. That is what I want us to explain. For him to do what?
To pay.
What was he paying?
The refund.
No, excuse me. It says to refund or to pay. Do you understand English, Mr. Witness?
English is for the lawyers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll now teach you. And therefore,
Order, senators. Order,
I
senators.
put it to you that there's a difference between the statement to pay and to refund. Yes? And therefore, because you have preserved the English for us lawyers, I put it to you that the two words have different meanings. Yes?
This is very difficult for me to understand.
I therefore put it to you that paying is different from refunding.
According to you, yes?
And therefore, I further put it to you that the word payment being used here is the corruption and the bribery for your son to succeed with a job. Yes?
Payment is not a bribe. It will depend on which context it is.
In this context now.